In this video we make a peel for the pizza oven, a scraper for the ash and a wire brush attachment on the other end. Mainly Randall, my good old buddy, did this. We had discussed to make it like this shape, but because we glued it up and we did all these different joints, we actually realized this shape is quite nice. So we're going to match this over to this side, down here, up like this, and then we're going to sink this down that way, and then we're going to cut all of this away so it's sloped down on either side, and this will be set down. This will be here and it'll be tapered off here with a little round bore up here. That's how we're going to do it. Not redesign the paddle, but Randy's very good at making spoons and stuff. And we've also got this, which we got at the scrapyard yesterday, which is beautiful. This was handmade, papered. So we're going to make some tools. One's going to be a scraper, one's going to be a brush. And we're going to keep them all quite rustic, so it looks like it's aged. I think that's all I can say, basically. These, we'll cut this in the middle because this is 8 foot, that is 4 feet. We're not quite sure how we're going to do this, but we'll weld something onto it, and we'd like to use this piece here because it's quite a nice feature. And that's all we can really say. We just thought we'd start videoing all of this stuff because we've constantly got these projects on the go, and we might as well try and document them because they are actually going to be beautiful items and things.
I glue this strong shit. As a multi-tool.
Yeah, I know it is. I travel one all the time, but I don't use it like you use yours. I mean, it's all. You want a chisel, Randy, or not?
Nah. Get the biscuits deeper from the top, so that when we plane, we're gonna have it sloped further down from the top, and put up some kind of detail in the handle right here. Is the tentative plan. There you can see our biscuit. Obviously, that one's centered, and that one is where the biscuit is.
I mean, we're only doing the edges to get a nice smooth line for drawing up. But everything's measured off the top.
So move this up to here.
So watch out, so you can see what you're talking about.
So I've got it.
It's like one. So this is where we put the wedges, which is a domino lower, not in the center, below. So taking most of the top off, and we're going to wedge it up both ways so the pizza slides off. So Randy's just going to measure that around, and then we're going to use the planer to really dig into it. So what Randy's doing now is finding the center line and making it square, because it's, and then we can mark around the outside edge of how we're going to wedge shape it and plane it with an electric planer. So this is all the stuff we need to be like recorded. It's all boring stuff, but it's all actually quite important.
This does have, I thought it did, a little bit of a curve in it. This side's pretty close for some. No, both sides. curved up.
So what we need to do is we need to put where the line is along here is where the all around, and then draw that out.
Yeah, the whole way back off the edge, right? The
Well,
bottom.
we're only going to do this
On the top.
no.
On the bottom.
On the bottom, you can go all the way. Yeah.
Right, that's what I thought. That's what I thought you said.
So what you do, these lines will never come off. So then you need to move these lines along here and along there from the centre line here and over to the other side, and then you can whack it with the planer then. Alright, let's leave Randy here. We need this to be this way and come around like that. What do you think, Randy?
Again, I would agree with what you just said, because when you slide, I mean, you did it before, you slide those things in, you use inertial force and slide it in so that the pizza, it would stop it.
Yeah.
But you know that, so make that back just a little bit.
Probably get in there with that, you know. But I'll just show you the planer, what the planer is possible if you put another clamp on there.
Yeah, I've used them before.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so I think that switch is big.
Cut them symmetrical, and all I did was sand them.
Whatever, that's okay. Just hit it all of as much as you can with it, because it. Basically, that was made out of scrapped wood, and I think it's come out great. But looking back at it, I actually just bought an aluminium one, so I don't think it was worth it, because it's too thick and you really want a metal one to slide underneath, but it'll look nice on the wall, or we'll make something else out of it.
Gonna be glued. Oh man, it's a tight fit, just like we on them. Then this goes in like that. I drilled that so that fits perfect. So I'll grind it off, and it'll be rounded on this side, obviously.
Okay. Yeah, perfect. Wow. I mean, you really do the screws. Yeah, okay.
And then
those two on the sides.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, brilliant. Swoosh.
Yeah, and then look at it. Wait till you see how pretty this looks. Look at this. Hello, kitty. What do you want, Kit?
Turn that around. Yeah, no, I believe you're around there. This was it. Perfect. Wow.
One on the other side, obviously. Oh, there it is. Who's over engineering again?
Randall is. Did a great job, eh?
Well, it's almost done. That does look pretty good, doesn't it? So we can either turn a brass handle, or we can make one out of one of those brass screws.
Yeah.
Look at here's some of the other things we did. We turned this handle out of a piece of stone from the river, and we made up all these screws. We repainted the door, inset it into the teak.